Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new Florida Lottery $5 hit and win ticket. This is part of the September 2023 series of tickets coming out of Florida this month. And this is a number match game. You've got your winning numbers here in your main play area. And there are a couple of symbols you can find. There's a 5x, there's a 10x, and then there is a hit symbol for a win all. And then in your bonus area here, you can find symbols of $50, $100, $200, and $500 for those prizes. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Florida Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.07, and when you the prize structure looks like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $500,000. So looking at the odds, nothing too crazy stands out. I guess, the bottom two prizes with these odds of 1 in 9 and 1 in 10, and then it jumps up to 1 in 50 for the $20 prize. That just means that a whole lot of the game is going to be played right here at the $5 and $10 level. And, I guess it really doesn't matter how you get your money back as long as you're getting it back. But with odds like this, so much of the game is going to be played right here at the $5, $10 level that it might become a little bit boring to play this game, I think. But the other thing that I do need to mention about the prize structure is that in Florida, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect these top two prize amounts. So instead of what you see there, I am going to view these top two prizes as $7,600 and then $380,000. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout is between 69 and 70%. And this does not reach the minimum 70% payout that we look for any ticket. There is no reason ever for a state to put out a ticket with a payout less than 70%. To do that, I mean, the state's just being cheap and greedy. And, I especially hate this $5 ticket category because it seems like in almost every state, the states they just take advantage of people with these $5 tickets. The states know that $5 tickets are a popular denomination of ticket for people to buy. It's just easy to walk into a store and buy, a couple of $5 tickets, $10, there you've done it. But what people don't know is that the states jack the payouts down on these tickets. As a matter of fact, we just released the new $2 ticket in Florida, the Aces and Eights ticket. That ticket had a better payout than this $5 ticket, and that should never be the case. There should never be a situation where a $2 ticket has a higher payout than a $5 ticket, and that just shows you that the states are taking advantage of people for sure with these tickets. So I really hate this category. This payout is way too low. There's no way I could recommend this ticket with the payout the way it is. So shame on Florida for doing that. The other thing I'll mention about the payout is that this payout does include all the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see a 69% payout on this game. So what we want to know is what's the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes. And in order to figure that out, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and find out what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens right here at the $100 prize level. So when you do win on this game, you would expect to win between $5 and $100. That's for the majority of people with average luck who aren't hitting the top prizes. Now the breakdown there at the $100 prize level is about 70-30. So the majority of these $100 prizes do fall down here in the bottom 99% of prizes and are available to the average person. The other 30%, however, are going to be included in the top 1% of prizes. So 30% of the $100 prizes and then everything above it, these are all top 1% prizes, which means 1% of the people who play this game are going to be seeing prizes in this category right here. It's really tough to hit. If you want to know the odds, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 407 tickets. So you're in over $2,000 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is important information to know. So we're going to subtract out the value of all of the top 1% prizes from that number you saw earlier, And what that's going to leave us with is the value of the bottom 99% of prizes here, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when you do that, you come up with a bottom 99% payout on this game of between 52 and 53%. And this is just a really super low number. I mean, this ticket is going to be so hard for the average person to play. It's just, I don't know. It's just really hard. Like, I don't understand why people would even buy tickets with a bottom 99% payout this low. I mean, that even though they may not know the number, surely you can feel how much money you're losing on this ticket. I mean, we look for minimum 60% for the bottom 99% payout, because at that 60% mark and above, it's like you're winning enough of your money back to where at least you feel like you're not getting cheated, and then at least you're getting some money back, so maybe you could go back and play again. But when you're in the 50% range, and especially low 50% range like this, you're losing your money so fast that to me it's like depressing to play tickets like that when you're just losing and losing and losing your money. It's not fun. And so just a really tough ticket for the average person there. Now, on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases of Florida $5 tickets. This ticket, the data point is all the way over here on the right. So this is actually an increase over the previous ticket that came out, the Game of Life. So that is one positive about this ticket. The unfortunate thing is that the value is just way too low on all of these $5 tickets. So I would not be playing, I wouldn't be touching any of these $5 tickets. But up here at the top in green, you have the best ticket in every category. So if you are playing Florida $5 tickets, if you're looking for overall value, 7 figures would be the ticket you would want to play. If you play for odds, triple golden cherries would be your ticket, although that one has a really super low value. So I wouldn't suggest playing that at all. I would move to the 7 figures. The odds aren't that much worse. For bottom 99% payout, the most generous ticket to the average person is 7 figures, and still 54%. This is like a super low number. So just be prepared to lose a lot of money on all of these $5 tickets. And then if you are more of a high roller, which you would really need to be in order to play any of these $5 tickets, the best ticket for the high rollers, if you're looking for a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit a top 1% prize, the Game of Life would be your ticket. And then over here, we do have the top prizes. And according to the Florida lottery, none of these Year for Life prizes have been won yet. So, that ticket's a couple months old now. Still got all prizes available. Now, here on this page, we are ranking Florida $5 tickets based on overall payout, hit and win, second place. So in Florida, this is a relatively competitive ticket. Still a whole percentage point less value than 7 figures. So 7 figures is, play the best ticket that you can. 7 figures is what I would be playing if I were going to play a Florida $5 ticket, which I never would. But hit and win is second place. Here we're ranking Florida $5 tickets based on bottom 99% payout. Hit and win here in the middle of the list in third place. 7 figures, again, a friendlier ticket to the average person, but still really, really tough. Now, here is where we get to compare $5 tickets across states. And yeah, I mean, Florida tickets are kind of spread out here in the middle of the list. Florida definitely better than Texas, definitely better than New York, which doesn't even make the list. But not, relatively competitive with California, but definitely not competitive with Georgia and Massachusetts, and especially Massachusetts. I said I hate the $5 ticket category because states are so cheap and so scammy with these $5 tickets, except for Massachusetts. 76% is where $5 tickets should be. This is what the value should be on a $5 ticket. Massachusetts is the only state with enough integrity to, give its customers a decent $5 ticket. And so, we have to look at the top of the list and ask the question, if Massachusetts can regularly put out $5 tickets at 76% payout, where is the hit and win is in 18th place. Why is Florida putting out $5 tickets at 69% payout? I mean, it makes no sense. This is over 7 percentage points different. And, when you're talking about millions and millions and millions of tickets, At $5 a piece, you're talking about tens of millions of dollars for just one game. And, 7 percentage points, that is a huge amount of money that the Massachusetts lottery is putting in the hands of its players that the Florida lottery is putting in its pockets. And so you have to ask why that would be. And there are no good answers. I mean, it has to do with the state being greedy, the state being cheap, the state's view of its customers, like the customers aren't worth giving them a ticket at 76% payout. I mean, there are no good answers. And, shame on Florida, like I said before, for treating its customers like that. Here, this is the comparison of bottom 99% payout. And this list is a little bit more mixed. Where is the hit and win 52%, not even good enough to break the top 36. And we haven't looked at many more than 36 tickets. So, yeah, I mean, just a really super tough ticket that the Florida Lottery gave its customers this month. Now, on this page, this is where we have the top 36 tickets that we've looked at on the channel so far. You do see some of those $5 Massachusetts tickets on this list. So, good for Massachusetts for putting out decent $5 tickets, making our top 36 list. No other state has done it, so hopefully we'll get some more states on here eventually. And then here are the top 36 tickets that we've looked at for bottom 99% payout. And do we see any Yeah, there are some $5 tickets on this list as well, so it is possible. So yeah, I mean, Florida's just got to do a way better job with its $5 tickets. I do not recommend this ticket at all. So my advice is don't play it. Like if you really love $5 tickets, my advice is find a Massachusetts scratcher on social media or something, because Massachusetts has the field like just destroyed with value on $5 tickets. When you're spending your hard-earned money, buy the best product that you can. And right now that's coming out of Massachusetts. And yeah, so I would just suggest staying far away from Florida $5 tickets. So that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.